So let me get myself shared out over here. Mm-hmm. Come on, phone. Oh, my phone keeps freezing. What is up with this stuff? It's like my keyboard keeps freezing. Up with this. Oops. Hey, John. I'm echoing. My phone keeps freezing. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if my it's my keyboard keeps freezing on my phone. It's happening to my husband's too. It's weird. I'm going to share my live out here. I think I'm on a Twitter. I'm going to just tweet it. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Get over here. Come on. Give me a post. Somebody asked me on Twitter if I was a bot. I said, no, I'm not a freaking bot. I think it's because I don't really talk too much on there. But oh my God, that was funny. I haven't been accused of being a bot since I was in Yahoo. Okay, so tonight I'm going to pull this off. We're going to take a little break from painting. Can't find my scissors. I'm having a heck of a day. My favorite scissors, I own like 3 or 4 pairs. Can't find one of them, so I ordered another. So tonight I guess I'll use those ones, but I like these other ones because they're easy to cut with. So I started on this a while ago, but I took it to Facebook and I was doing these cards for the alphabet. A, B, C. I have A, I have autumn. B, I have a beehive. C, I have care. And it's all like animal farms. This teaches not only how to do a journaling card, it also teaches how to make an ATC card, which is an artist trading card. Hey, Tiff. How are you, special lady? She's a special young lady. So I'm going to finish what I didn't get to finish. Okay, so let's see if you see. We're on D. D was dreams. And I thought this was cute because it's a dream of going to Hawaii and Paris and then being a famous painter. That's my dreams. E is for eagle. Sometimes I couldn't find the names, so I put them on another way. Okay, and F. Let me find my F here. I love this glue book. This was my first glue book, like my first other. Where's my F? I don't see. Oh, F. F is for farm. So I did a bunch of farm animals and a tractor. G, I did garden. And it was just pieces of random magazines and things I cut out. H was for horse, of course, because, you know, I love my horses. I was for ice. So I did icicles and an ice castle. J was for junk journal, which means you can add anything junky in it. Or pretty. I got a charm on here. There's my J. K is for key. I hung a little key. I have a picture of a little key here. Okay. Let me find L. I don't think I have L. Okay, so L is what we're going to be working on. So my L page will be here. That's going to be cute next to Halloween. So what I ended up picking for L, let me pull out my little goodie bag over here. I had a couple choices. I had layering is easy for L. What I do is just whatever comes in the mail, I roam around looking for. So I'm going to put this over here. So I ended up picking, instead of layering, which we could still layer, I picked Ladybug. And I left my glue bottle upstairs because I'm not with it today. So we're going to use the glue bottle down here. Ugh. Here, let's try this one. This is so runny, though. I know a lot of crafters like this glitter art, but it is very runny. You got to be careful with it. So, put this down here. My phone's going to chug a chug a chug. So we're going to take this. Oops, see, this glue is like super runny. I got ones you got to squeeze the life out of them to get them to work. And then you get this one. It's super duper runny. And I'm making a mess, so hold on. It's just dripping everywhere. So we're going to grab, you can take a regular size note card. You can do blue, white, whatever color you want. I'm going to use this ombre one. I'm going to put Ladybug up here. And it just ripped in half because it's super duper wet. So we're going to fix it. But you get the bloopers here, people. If I mess up, you're going to see it. Okay. Come on, get off my thumb. Now you're being irritating. Yeah, we're not going to glue. It's too runny. Where is my... I have another glue, but I don't know where I put it either. I think it's in my craft bag. That's where that's at. Oh, that might be where my scissors are too. When I go craft it with my grandkids, I forgot about that. So let me get this started instead. I'm having one of those days. Get this. We're going to make sure this stays on here because it's ripped. We're going to collage it. So we're going to set this aside for now, but this is the page that's going to be glued to. Okay. I didn't even clean my surface off. Hold on a minute. I got some paint on my... my pad for some reason. Come off. I might have moved my hickey jigger around. Okay. We will disinfect it. Let me see who I'm missing. Hey, Joe. Oh, you should. Let me get you in here. You know, I saw a Harry Potter one time on Etsy, and boy, was it beautiful. Whoever did it like in shades of blue. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. Hey, Sandy. Hey, bud. Sandy, sassy Sandy, snug it on me. Let me get you. Anybody ever wants to come up with craft with me, all you have to do is let me know and I'll put the link in. You just say, I'll come up on the panel. I don't bite. I swear I don't. Okay. So what I'm working on is for people who just came in, you can get these note cards anywhere. You can buy them at Walmart. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, wherever your preference is. I get these ombre cards. I think they're pretty. And this teaches you how to downsize your art, where you can make artist trading cards or journaling cards for whatever journals you're working on. So today I'm working on L because I'm doing the alphabet. I'm almost done with it. So I wanted to finish this because I've been working on this for like too long, a couple years. And I didn't get to finish because I started them on Facebook. And Facebook was being weird and not letting me add people to my live. Like it wouldn't let people in my live. So I have these little pieces of ladybugs. So this is for letter L. And Sandy, I came down here looking for my Fussy Cut scissors, and they're not down here either. I can't find one pair. The only thing I could think of is I took a pair and stuck them in my craft bag when I went to craft with the grandbabies. And I think I left a pair there because my fussy cuttings are my cussy cuttings, what I call it. But my favorite pair are the We Are Memory Keeper shears. I love those things, especially if you're a left-hander. I mean, I'm sure right-handers can use it too, but it really works because you don't have circles to kind of hold you back and restrain your hand. And they let you get like really fine places. It's like the best scissors I've ever used as a lefty. And I have like 3 pairs and can't find one. Goes to show how much I use them, huh? But I usually stick them. I have like a little thing here I keep them in. And for some reason, they're not here. And I know that I always put my stuff back unless I leave the house. Apparently, I misplaced them. So I got another pair coming in the mail. I just order them. Can never have too many anyways. I do have one pair I think are going a little dull. I need to get a good scissor sharpener, but all the sharpeners I have ever purchased are junk. So I told my husband I want to find, you know, I said, what did you use to sharpen your knives for hunting? There's like a stone or something out there. That's what I want to get because I'm tired of messing around with scissors that go dull. So we're going to put Missy or Mr. Ladybug down here. Wonder why they call them ladybugs. Is there ever such thing as a male ladybug? I don't know. What do they call them? Men bugs? Don't know. And Google's been crazy. I was trying to find paper pads with free horses in them, you know, like wild horses. You know what it gave me? Squirrels. Squirrels. How do you get squirrels out of horses? So I told Sandy, I said, Google's definitely fascinating. Every time you go to search something, you get everything but what you're looking for. I'm not going to be able to fussy cut the little antennas. So we're just going to go around the body and we're going to leave the little antennas in white because I'm not going to take the chance of ripping them. But I have never heard the expression fussy cutting until I came to YouTube. I'm on the East Coast. I don't know where fussy cutting started. I don't know if it's a Southern thing or what. We just called it detailed cutting. So I'm not sure where that came from. You know, we get a lot of interesting slang here in the United States. People make up stuff every day, I think. So we're going to go around these. Try not to cut them. We're just going to leave that white because I just can't do it. I can't cut it out. So it's what sucks about ladybugs and butterflies is you have that issue of not wanting to cut the little antennas off their heads. So this is what it's going to look like. 2 little white pieces because I can't get it off. So there's one. I did the best I could. And you can hang charms. You can use pieces of fabric. It's all kinds of things that you can add to ATCs or journaling cards. Let me get this out here. There's another one. Then we'll do this one. And napkins are good too to decoupage with. I don't think I have any with Ladybug, so. Works for me. Okay. Let's see if I have anything here that I can put in for a little bit more of a decoration. And spiders can stay in their lane tonight because I'm not in the mood for spiders either. We're in Spiderville. It's what I call my downstairs here in my craft room is Spiderville. Let's see what I have over here. Do I have anything that would look cute? Oh no. Ma's place. There's Ma. Let me see here. I'm looking. Something they would show up on. You know what would look cute? I know what would look cute. Let me try this because I've never done this. So we're going to try it. Okay. I have a piece of napkin backing because you tear the layers off. So I'm going to take a piece of this. Try something fun with this. Grab it right here. Come on, scissors, cut. Don't gotta be straight, just cut. That's why I miss my other scissors. They cut better than these ones. Okay, I'm gonna tear here. Just to have the tear look. Tear here. I don't care if it's jagged. There we go. Okay. To have some fun. Underneath. Get out of here, spider. Really? Spider in my paper bag? These spiders. There's something else, to say the least. Okay. This is a Labo page that it's not thick enough to put into a book. It's kind of thin. It's an old one. So I'm going to cut a piece of this. It's in my scrap bag. See what this says. Some type of injunction. Okay. I'll do the same thing with this. Give it a little bit of a ripsy. We're going to put this down first. Come on. Guess I could have used a glue stick, huh? I have one of those too. Not a big fan of glue sticks though. And then we're going to put this down first. Here's my little plastic bone folder here. Why are you all falling? Back in your spot. Okay. We'll take this. I guess I could use this first. Come on, Mr. Glue. Put you down here. Then we're going to stick you top. And then I love this for decoupaging. Elmer's clear glue is my favorite. Over Mod Podge. I do not like Mod Podge. My personal opinion. I like Elmer's clear because it's awesome. Okay. Just make it a tad bit fancy. And then we're going to take let's see if I have the color down here. Yes. Well, we could use that. Gathered twigs is kind of pretty too. Let's try gathered twigs. I haven't opened this one yet. This is what gathered twigs looks like. It's almost the same as, well, vintage photo is a little lighter. It's almost like in between that and ground espresso by Ranger, which are fun colors. And then where is my little, I would rather use my little hickey jigger, and I don't know where one is off the top of my head. We'll just play with this. It's a sponge, but we'll see what it does. I don't know where my hickey, I think I have one upstairs. We're going to kind of run this along the edges. It's a little wet, but it should still work. I don't care what gets mixed into my pads. Heck, I'm always mixing something in these pouring pads. I accidentally stuck regular ink in my oxides, and somebody said, oh, it wouldn't work again. Yeah, it did. I did it in my upstairs pad. You can see it because I wasn't paying attention. But they still work. Thank God I didn't plow them with them, though. They might not have, but... So we'll do that. Let's put this over here. And then we're going to take the rest and just, I already have glue down, so we can just add ladybugs. So we have a ladybug card. And let's see here. I have laying over here. Maybe we could add a couple pretty things to it too, just for decoration purposes. This is kind of cute. I got some paper magazine cutouts. I always have cutouts from my junk mail in a little bag so I can pluck. So we'll add some flowers to make it look pretty. Give it some color. And here. I don't know which ones to cut out because I like them all. Let's try this one here. Oh, we just do this whole piece. It's not going to fit. So let's just do this. So we have this added. I feel like I need something else on here though. Maybe in the corner. Oh. Oh. I have this little stencil. So let's do this. We'll do a bright color. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you love your die cut machine like I do, if you have a Big Shot and you get some cute dies and you start punching them out like I do, because I love my die cut machine. You take your dies, because I have dies in all these shapes. And I use these as stencils. Once you cut out a bunch of stuff like I do, I turn them over and turn these into disposable stencils. I use them and then paint on them and crap. And throw them away when I'm done. Hey, it saves money. Hey, Tennessee. Yes, I got your card, Brandon. Thank you. I haven't opened it yet, though. I'm saving it for mail openings. And then there's my little ladybug card. Now you can take and put like a piece of fabric and roll it and like hang a charm if you have like a ladybug charm. But this is pretty much fun making ETC cards. And then I'll take this Distress Oxide. Since I don't know what I did with my little, because I've been painting. I put some of my stuff away, so we'll just do this. If you want to distress the edges, you can just take the pad itself. It's just better if you use the tool, because I'll probably get sloppy on this. But I don't know where the tool is right this second. I have a bunch of them. I just don't know where they're at. Because every time I clean, I misplace stuff. It's just, I don't know. I can't find things. And then that gives a little bit of a rustic look. I think it's cute. So there is my L, and I will leave this dry. So the L will go on the opposite page here. I'll have to go back through this to put it in. I'll use some little old Post-it notes to save the spot where it's got to go. So there's L. Okay, then we have M for music. I have music already done. N for nurses, because, yeah, they do more than doctors sometimes. And plus, we always got to respect our nurses. I've worked in skilled living, and believe me, it's a job. O, I have for ocean. P, I have pirate. So I put the bird and the ships. Q is for quilt. R is for rainy day. S, I did serenity. Okay, now I don't have T done. So T will go on this page. Okay. To dry. So for letter T, what do we have? So I have to mark the next page. So for T, I had train, turtle. I was just guessing, and I ended up finding more turtle stuff. So we are going to do turtle for T. And we'll pull out the yellow card. I'll do a different colors. Let's see what I have with turtles. We have a turtle. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, there's some turtles. Oh, there's some more turtles. Okay, so let me see here. Gotta read chat. I haven't read chat. Sorry. Okay. I craft and then read. Craft and then read. C is for Curly. Thank you, Tiff. Gotta give Ma her hug. Oh my goodness. I gotta tell you guys. It was so funny. Sandy, I forgot to tell you this earlier. We were talking about chat. So I decided last night to open up Pal Talk. Oh my word. It was absolutely hysterical. My name signed in, but it upgraded, so I had to upgrade it because it's been over a year I've been in chat. So I went in and I went into one of the chat rooms saved to my favorite, and this girl was going off in a tangent. Woo! Talk about a trucker's mouth. She was mad at somebody. She was telling him off, and I'm sitting over there just laughing. And one of the guys I've known for over 10 years was in there from chat, believe it or not. And he goes, "Oh my God, where have you been?" He says, "Oh my God." He says, "How long have I known you?" Over 10 years. It's been like 10 or 11 years. I go, "Yep." His name's Chris. And he's like, we were talking. He's Canadian. I keep telling him all the time he needs to come down and take me for a bike ride. He says, "I'll put you on my Harley." He's funny. But anyways, we caught up, and oh my gosh, we had so much fun last night. And sometimes I'll craft and just leave it open and listen. But I didn't get on the microphone. I just listened last night. But this girl, Maria, she was having fits. She was cussing out a bunch of people. I was sitting in my corner rolling, and I said, "Well, yep, I missed chat." I said, "This is what I missed about it, all the fighting." Oh my gosh, it was worse than a Yahoo fight room. But it was fun. I miss being in chat because they keep you company. You know, if you're on YouTube and nobody's really live, because you don't have to participate in a live over there. You can just sit back in the corner and listen and craft. But it was fun being back in Pal Talk, and it's free. I mean, I don't understand why there's not more people there. It's a free chat client. You go in and then they have different types of rooms. And I always get mails about their investors. I signed up for it a long time ago. I had like 6 different IDs there, but I think they're all closed. Just my main ID is still open. But it was fun hanging out. I miss Yahoo. And what's funny is if you look at my profile on Pal Talk, like I had Pal Talk years ago when it was open, but I didn't like it. So I had left and deleted my account and stuff. But when you look at this account, it was created in 2012 because that's when Yahoo closed. And a bunch of us got on Pal Talk where we could keep in touch. And there's still people there that I knew from chat on Yahoo. So it's really cool to go back and reminisce. There's only one person, though, I really wanted to talk to on there, and he's like a brother. I just loved him. Was Brent. And I don't know what happened to him because he disappeared. That's the only thing I don't like about chat is when people disappear and you don't know what happened to them. But Brent was always on. And I left my name signed in over 24 hours and sent him a message and stuff because he knew I came to YouTube. But I don't know what happened to him. Some people grow up and I guess they leave. I'll never leave chat. I just find chat fascinating. I'll never grow up. I can't find my scrap bag. I bet you I took that upstairs and didn't bring it back down. I have a scrap bag that I keep pieces of papers in, and I throw them into recycling. I think I left it upstairs because I dumped it. They have in our recycling plant here, they'll take shredded paper. You just got to put them in a box, like little pieces of paper, and you're shredded from your shredder. But you got to put them in a box and then fold it and put it in the recycling bin. So I put my scraps in that. Oh my gosh, Ma, it was unreal. Yes, Tennessee. I loved Yahoo Chat. I ran a chat room there for 6 years. I loved it. Yahoo was one of my favorite places to go for sure. I was on Yahoo before YouTube was even created. Like I said, I could have been here from the beginning of YouTube, but I didn't know that the common user could have a channel. I thought you had to be famous to have a YouTube channel. I didn't know that just anybody could make it because when I came, it was Do It Yourself Network, which was a TV station. And they have a YouTube channel and music. You know, famous people. I had AOL too. Yes, I most certainly did. AOL dial-up. All the static. I had ICQ. I had MSN. Yes, dear, I am old school on the web. I had MIRC, not IRC. I believe it's the same, but I used MIRC platform, Merck. The only thing I could never really get into was Skyping. I have Skype, but I hardly ever use it. I'm not a big Skyper. Yep. And there was people even here before me. Like I started in 2001 and there was people that were from the 90s. I didn't start with Windows 98. I started with Windows Home Edition. There were people when I came on using 98 and Windows 95. I remember one of the guys in the computer room I used to hang into. I came from Hackers Lounge 1 too. And he ran that 95 for years. Even when Yahoo stopped supporting Windows 95, he still ran that 95. He was really good with 95. That was rad. He's on Pal Talk too. I didn't see him when I was on. He would hang out in the techie rooms. That's the rooms he liked. But we didn't hang out with bad people in the Hackers Lounge. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of computer people. We had programmers, Spider Elite. He ran a Linux store out in California. And I remember one day he had it set up on the browser where we could come and watch him in the store, and he was waving at us. He used to go to all the science fairs. And I miss that because I used to stay on top of the game. I mean, the Hackers Lounge guys are why I ended up with a computer help desk certificate. Seriously. Because they were so knowledgeable. And they kept up with like the latest antiviruses, the latest stuff that was about internet security. And it was really fun hanging out with them. I hung out with C++ programmer. Oh my God, there were so many people in that chat room. And I learned a lot about computers and technology because of them. I was like a sponge. That's what they used to call me. Tammy's over there like a sponge, soaking it all up. And I used to know how to get stuff free. Like they would have stuff that wasn't commercialized yet. Because like I didn't use Norton and McAfee and all that kind of stuff because it was all junk. It was all stuff that was marketed to where you would get, I think they caused viruses, but they use stuff like, well, it's been a while, but their antiviruses were like Kaspersky and oh my goodness, what was that one? There was one, the icon looked like paint, and they had a wonderful firewall when I first came on here that worked really well with Windows Firewall if you had it, or others, because we had Mac users and stuff in there too. It was called Cygate, and then another company bought it out and ruined it. I think it was Norton that bought it and ruined it. But it was wonderful because you could open up Cygate, and it was like a monitor in a hospital. You would see like these lines going across, and it would tell you everything that was going in and out of your computer 24 hours a day, like updates for certain programs you had, like if you had Microsoft, and if you had, and if malware was trying to get in. I always knew what was going in and out of my computer at all times when Cygate, and it was free. It was ran by the gatekeeper. I remember so much about that stuff. It's crazy. But the guys would always get on the mic and talk shop. And I would sit over in the corner, and if I didn't know what something meant, I would write the words down. That's how I ended up with a certificate in computers. Because I wrote down the stuff they were talking about, like phishing with a PH, Linux, didn't know what those words meant. So I would Google them later. And I had a notebook of definitions. And I went for my A+ certification. I still have my books upstairs. Of where I took classes. But anyways, it was fun listening to them. And they used to show pictures. Like I have pictures that I print screened where they would show what the first computers look like. They look like mini typewriters. Oh my gosh, it was like so cool. It was like getting a history lesson and technology. And they always talk shop. I never get tired of stuff like that. Some people might think that's like snooze, but I don't. I enjoy it. Okay. So I don't have. Let me see here. I don't have the word turtle. So I'm going to write the word turtle. And I'm going to do it in cursive. I can't believe that they stopped cursive. I don't know if they still teach kids cursive here or not. So we'll put turtle there. And then let's see if I have anything fancy under here. Fancy schmancy. Yes. We will use, pick a color. Oh, here's a glittery one. I don't know if that'll show up, but that's too late. How about, here, we'll use this one. I love Nuvo. So we're going to decorate underneath. Anticipation. It's a little ripple. Okay. Spit it out there. Punish me for not using you for a little bit. That's okay. You're mad at me, Craft Supplies. Make a little dot there. Put one in the center here. And if you don't know what Nuvo drops are, they are fun. They look like this. And you get this wee pointy little tip. And you can make those little pearls like you see in the Dollar Tree. Or you can mess with it like I do and draw words and stuff. I have a bunch of different ones of those and I love them. Okay, so we got turtle on here. Now we're going to glue some turtles. Come on. So we have a yellow turtle. This one here is really cool. He's got some cool designs on him. So we're going to add him. He's going to be the Papa Turtle or the Mama Turtle, whichever, but he's the biggest. Come on. Let's have him look like he's swimming upward. I can't wait till this is done because I've been working on these for so long. And then we're going to take this little turtle. We're going to have him swimming this way. And then I'm going to give it a colorful turtle and make that one swim that way. A bunch of little swimmy turtles. And then take this turtle. I'll make him swim this way. put him down here. He's going to be over top of you a little bit, but you'll get over it. And then we're going to put this one over here. And then this one, we'll put you right there. So we did make it work. We get all the little turtles. On the page. Sometimes I wonder what would be Yahoo would be like today if it still lasted, you know? Wonder if we would have ever made it to YouTube. I mean, seriously. Come on. I stuck my finger in some of the Nuvo, but that's okay. We're going to give it a grungy looking look. Do a little decoupage over here. I need to get some more clear glue. I have white glue, but I don't have the clear. Let's see something cool. Should I try it or shouldn't I? To try or not to try, that is the question. Should I or should I not? What colors do I have in this? Ooh, I do. Which color? I might go with, the brown. Excuse me. Let me get a piece of paper. A piece of scrap paper. We'll use this. And this is what I'm going to do. Yes, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. This is Nuvo Pure Sheen Glitter. Oh my God, this stuff's amazing. We buried the turtles. Oh my God, look at that. Whoo-wee. Now we can't see my turtles. I didn't mean to cover them that much. I mean, come on. I just wanted a little bit. You got to show that you're a turtle page. I'm going to scratch some of it off the turtles. You gotta at least get their faces showing. Oh my gosh, this is so cool though. I like making a mess. Here, we'll do this. Oh, we got to make a mess on my channel, you know. Gotta. We made some pretty shiny turtles, people. That's hysterical. Well, you can't say it doesn't work. Nuvo definitely works. So there we go. We get some very, very shiny turtles. And we're going to set that over here to dry because we can. I need a baby wipe to clean my fingers off. Okay. Man, that is some sparkly stuff. Love it. It's like, reminds me of nothing gold can stay. I know that has nothing to do with glitter, but I have to say it. Okay. We'll take the chunks of glue out. Those are the garbage. Don't want glue mixed in with my glitter. My hands are all sparkly. Oh, that was fun. That's what I call being a kid. That was fun. That was really fun. I have green and blue in that color. And oh, look how pretty. I mean, these are gorgeous. They are so shimmery. Love them. Love them. Sandy, are you still awake? Are you over there laughing at me or are you ignoring me? Sassy Sandy, you're being paged. Look how pretty that is. It even stuck on the page. Pretty cool. It's messy, fine, but really cool. Take care, Tien. You take care, Brandon. So put these back here. I'll probably have glitter for life. I will. Okay. Glittery turtles. Okay. So next, thank goodness there's nothing on the opposite page. Because when I go to put that there. So that's where T will go. You will have to go on one of these pages. Let's see what we have for the letter U. And I have B done. Letter U. Okay, I had umbrella, unicorn, utensil. We're going to do, I believe, unicorn. And I'm not a unicorn person. but I decided to go ahead and do a unicorn. So we'll do the unicorn on back on the light blue. Okay, let's see what I have for unicorn here. Do I have anything over here? Yes. I have that unicorn. I have this unicorn. Let's see what else I have in here. There's a unicorn. There's a unicorn. See. I don't think I have. I don't know if I have unicorn as a word or not. It's another unicorn. Let's see here. My granddaughters like unicorns. It's another unicorn. Oh, heck, I had more unicorns than what I thought I did. Oh, heck, there's another unicorn. Okay, so we got lots of unicorns to choose from. But let's do... We'll do Sassy Sandy's favorite color. Orange. So we'll do... unicorn down the side instead of across the top on this one. Okay. And then let's pick out some cutesiness. Let's see here. I like this one because of the butterfly. So we'll stick this one here because that's just cutesy. I'm not a glue stick person. So we have that one. And let's do, this one's cute too. We'll put this one over here in the corner because he's just a raring little thing. You played with rub-ons yet? Ma, I haven't played with those yet. Me and Sandy were talking about the rub-ons. They use them in card making a lot, but I haven't played with them yet. And then here, oh, I need one for here. Well, there's a sassy unicorn. I like this one better. We have a sassy Sandy unicorn. So we'll put that right here. I like that. It's cute. But, I had some stickers sitting here the other day. And I don't know what I did with them. Let me see here. Or what I did do with them. There they are. What I get for piling stuff. Okay. We can use these for decor purposes. Gotta have a blue one. And then we'll do a red one. Right there. And a yellow one. And then we'll have a little baby one. And so baby one here. And a little baby one right there. And a little baby one right there. And then we can do a baby one up here. And a baby one down there. So that's kind of cute. That's a cute little sticker pad. You get lots of butterflies. Okay, so let me pull this through here. And here, we're going to do this with this one. Just give it rounded corners. And look how cute. We get a unicorn card. So I'll put these back. Put this in here. That turned out really cute. Very colorful. Oh, rub-ons can be problematic. I haven't tried. Thanks, Tiff. Oh, I don't go to the adult chat rooms. The ones that I go to on there, they have adult chat rooms, but I don't. I just hang out. I'll go to like the rated R's, but that's as much as you can get on there because I think the rated R is restricted to no nudity, but people just have potty mouths, which I'm used to that anyways. But yeah, I don't go to the adult rooms. I'm not into it. And I don't pay for the camming service either. So I can't see people's cams on Paltalk either. I think you get like a 30-second view for free, but I don't care. I feel if people want to see me, they can talk to me elsewhere. Yeah, some people told me that the rub-ons are fun, but I've never played with them. I have a set that I didn't even know I had. I must have bought this at somebody's live sale when I unpacked it. It's a rub-on transfers. And it's got the little tool with it, but I haven't tried these yet. I'm going to have to play with these ones. And then I've seen ones they had at the Dollar Tree. People talk about them. They seem to like them, though. Tina! There's Tina Messy. Hey, Tina. Did you get to see my last page from last Friday? I don't know if I showed you or not. It looks like a Tina page. I'm impressed. That's what I told Sandy. I said, this is the closest I've ever done to a Tina page. Check this out, Tina. I didn't cover all of it with color, but I thought, oh my God, this looks like almost like a Tina page, especially to the left. All that color in the circles and the numbers. That's what I told her during the live. I said, oh my God, I made a Tina page. Usually my crap is all over the place, but that one there, it's got a delusion look to it. I'm getting there. Practice makes perfect, Tina. It's going to take me some time. My thing is, I never cover my whole page. I should, but I don't. So there's my unicorn for the letter U. I'm excited about this because I can actually, I don't have to let this one dry. Well, I guess I could decoupage it a little bit. So I'll leave these dry overnight before I put them in the book. But yeah, I like color. I just don't use enough. Like I skimp. But I said, oh my gosh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm like you. I like to pile it on, but I'm afraid to all the way to the edges. I guess it's where you like your jelly plating and it comes in, because I think jelly plating, you can put it on there and, you know, make it clear to the edges, but I'm like afraid to do it down here because I'm afraid I'll make a mess all over the place. That's why if you look at a lot of my pictures, it's white around the edges. I need to get more color in there and take a risk. But I think this turned out good. For somebody that doesn't really care for unicorns, I'm a Pegasus real horse person, not really much into unicorns, but my grandkids like unicorns, so. We'll set this aside to dry. And I only have, I think, a couple more letters left, but I'm glad this is almost finished. My poor turtles, they got covered though. Okay, so we have QR, and then S, and then T for turtles, and then the U will go in this page for unicorns. And then we have V. I did vacation for V. And I believe W. What did I do? Do I have W done? No. And then I have Z for zebra. Look at my zebra. He's like a vicious zebra. So Z's already finished. So we're going to work on W and X. And that's it. 2 left. 2 letters left. Let me use this. Ugh. Come on, pad. So this will be my W page. No, I have 3. W will do I'm going to spread these out. We got to do Y yet too. So Y will go here. And then we'll put X like right in here so we can spread them out. So W will go here. Okay, what do we have for W? I think I'll do the ombre for W. Or I could turn it over and do white. Let's see how this turns out. I don't know. What color would be better? Let's see what we have. Watermelon. We'll pick a color to go with it. Okay. Let me see what we have for watermelon. I love watermelon. I just had some the other day. Okay. So there is watermelon. Let's do... We'll do that on a gold page. I think it will look better. Okay, so let's see here. I guess this is what I have closest to like a pinkish. I don't know if this will show up, but we'll see. Nope. Not really. I'm gonna have to use a red color. Okay. Better. I'm really loving these Temu markers. And then we're going to put melon at the bottom. Okay, let's see here. That's not a watermelon. That's a strawberry. Look how they did that. That's a strawberry, not a watermelon. So I'm not going to use that. But I can probably use pieces of the sides. Let me see here. Actually, like these. What kind of punches I have down here? It's too big. Let me see. I other punches. Let's see if this will work. I don't know if this will work or not. I guess I did a little bit. We can use that. That'll work. Okay, let me see if this will punch through this one. Okay. That's cute. So we'll take come on. These little pieces get stuck. Okay. Get back here. Hey, Retro Gaming. Welcome in. Ma. Hey, Ty. Yes, I'm in my own little creative world over here. Ty, have you had any issues with losing watch time hours? I've heard of some other YouTubers talking about it, and I wasn't sure if it was affecting everybody. I know there was a guy, he went on Twitter and YouTube over there asked him to take his post down off of Twitter, and he said no, because it's the truth. They robbed him of some hours or something. I don't know. I never pay attention to my hours, so I don't know what's going on. All I know is they took my comments away. Okay. So we're going to do watermelon for this page. I'm going to glue these on first. Let's do the glue stick. Make it easier. Oh, that's weird. It turned my paper a different color. Made it pinkish. Wonder if it dries like that. That's pretty wild. Okay, so we'll put these down for decoration. And then I'm going to cut out My watermelon pictures. I love watermelon. Every time I go to our local store, they have them like chopped up in a plastic container. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So I bought a container of it. Me and my puppy sat and ate watermelon together. She loves it. She just slurps it up. It's actually good for dogs too. Okay. Then we'll do this piece. Yeah, she notices certain rattles of things that I eat, Ty, and she comes running over. I want some. To give you that guilty puppy stare, wanting your food. The only thing I have a hard time with Roni, though, is she's got a very sensitive stomach. She can't eat peanut butter. You know how many treats of dogs that's in peanut butter? She can't have it. So we give her, if I'm cooking chicken, I made chicken noodle soup. I share bits of chicken with her. When Mike was sick, my hubby just got over COVID. Oh, the new strain that's going around here, his boss and everybody had it at the mill, is it's like a congestion. It's worse than a sinus infection. He goes, I want to chop my nose off. He couldn't breathe and his chest was real heavy. So that's kind of the symptoms he went through. So I made all that, comfort food. I made chili and cornbread, and I made chicken noodle soup, and she's in there loving it because when I do the chicken noodle soup, of course, I take the fat off because I can't stand the fat, and I shred it into the noodles. I made it different this time, and it turned out really good. We have this noodle we like where you take and you buy the extra wide noodles, the egg noodles. We'll boil them. I think it's like 7 minutes or so, whatever, the texture. And then I strain them, and then I put butter in them, and then I add just a package of Lipton onion soup mix in it dry and stir it up. It is so good. I don't care how fattening it is, it's good. So when I did my chicken noodle soup this time, I had boiled up the chicken and I set it aside on a plate. And then I put the noodles in the broth and cooked it. And then I put the noodles in a bowl beside it with just a little bit of broth in the bottom because, noodles suck up that broth. And then I shredded the chicken into it. Then I added the Lipton soup mix and just stirred it raw. And oh my gosh, it was like the best chicken noodle soup ever. It was nice and flavorful. And because my husband doesn't like regular chicken noodle soup because he says it's got a bland taste to it. And his stepfather told him to add zesty Italian dressing to it. I'm thinking, ew, I don't like the zesty Italian. I like the regular house Italian. So I just did the Lipton onion soup mix just to see how it would turn out. It turned out really good. So I was impressed. But I'm always up to try new recipes. We're not totally vegan. There are some things that I do like that's vegan, though, like the veggie burgers. Sometimes we will get those, and they're really good. I know when I was eating more organic, I had a better turnout when I went to have my teeth cleaned, too. My dentist is like, your gums look really good. And I think it's because we were doing more of an organic routine. But the store we went to had a really nice section for organic food. And they had it all separated. We have a Kroger's here that it's like the big Kroger store. And for some reason, I guess because the stuff was scattered anyway in the freezer section, they changed it. And they took all the organic now and mixed it with the regular foods. And it's like, really? Because we do like I tried the Amy's where she's got the cauliflower and it's like, it's cauliflower, macaroni, cheese and macaroni. It's really good. I like it. And I like tofu. There's a lot of people that don't like tofu. I like tofu. I buy the Amy's tofu meal with the shredded potatoes in it. And I'll tell you what else it's really good with is if you want to mix it with taco sauce. They have the powder by itself because I like the soft taco shells. And I'll buy the extra packet. I mix tofu with that and mix it up together with like shredded potatoes. It is so good. I'm always doing something in my kitchen. What's funny, I know it sounds crazy. I would rather cook than craft. I love crafting, and I know a lot of people find it relaxing. I actually find cooking relaxing. I like playing around with different recipes in the kitchen. I do it all the time. Me and my friend Nellie, we used to be neighbors in an apartment complex. We were trying to make a blackberry pie out of picking real blackberries, draining the seeds, mixed it with whipped cream. And I told her, whatever you do, don't add sugar, because she was following a jelly recipe. And I said, don't add the sugar from the jelly recipe or you're going to make us gag. And she didn't hear me because I told her the berries themselves have a little bit of sweetness, but the whipped cream will bring out the flavor. And she said, oh my God, Tammy, I forgot. And she added all those cups of sugar like you do with jelly. And oh my gosh, you want to talk about sweet. We had to throw it out. I couldn't eat that sweet. And when I worked as a dietitian in a nursing home years ago, we had a lot of the elderly people who were losing weight. I would have never thought of this. Never thought of this. One of the things that I had to do for them treat-wise is you already have sweet ice cream. Vanilla, your vanilla ice cream's already sweet as it is. If you take Jell-O powder of any flavor and mix it in a blender to make a shake, it's awesome. You can have blackberry, lime, whatever you want in Jell-O. And once you mix it, just the powder itself with ice cream, it makes the best milkshakes. And we used to serve it to the people in the nursing home to put weight on them, and it does work. Believe me. There was a couple times I took sips to make sure because, you can usually tell if ice cream's freezer burnt, but sometimes I wasn't sure. So I would take a test, and man, let me tell you, I put on a few pounds doing that. So it definitely works. But it was like, oh my gosh, that made some delicious flavors. I would have never thought to use Jell-O powder for something like that. But the kitchen that I worked in the nursing home, everything was homemade. Like they had a cook that came in who did the meals, and then I would watch them cook. And they would make like homemade stuff. It was just amazing the food they had over there. And they had Ida would come in and she would do all the treats. She would make the cakes and the pies like a bakery lady. But Sharon was our main cook there, and she would do, shred up cabbage, and she would layer cabbage rolls. Like she used to be such a great cook. I love watching people cook. That's another favorite channel that I have is watching cooking. But I've been wanting to learn more rice recipes. We took and put long grain rice and our white rice in our pantry, and I've been studying some new recipes on that. And they're pretty good. Turned out pretty good. Lord knows my bookstore, I'll never run out of book pages or um, recipe books. People, when I opened up my used bookstore, people used me as a dumping ground. Seriously. First, it started out, a guy contacted me, because with the net, books are definitely being overproduced. He contacted me and he said, we do this fair over here, a pumpkin festival, and every year I have all these books left over and they go into recycling. And he said, are you interested? And he filled my bookstore when I first opened it. All I did was put out a flyer. It said, don't throw away your books, call me. And my phone blew up. And they filled my store. Like, I didn't pay for anything to set my store up. Now, as time went on, I had to purchase certain ones because, like, my kids section was always the cheapest. So then I would have to go out and look and purchase books to keep it full. But it was pretty interesting. But I became a dumping ground. Hey, Mark. And they people started dropping off all kinds of stuff, like especially after summer yard sales and different things. And we're talking like this one girl, she moved and brought me a tower of CDs, music CDs. Literally a tower full. And I'm talking like 3-story tower. And I was like, are you leaving the tower or are you leaving the music? She says, I'm giving you the whole thing. And I'm like, I'm not a music store. I'm a used bookstore. And then people started dropping off vinyl records before they made a comeback. Started making a big comeback. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff I have here. And finally I had to stop them because I'm like, you guys, I mean, they were leaving like books outside my door, on my porch, by my back door. It's like, you people are killing me. And I had all kinds of magazines dropped off. You would not believe how kind. And it's not that I wasn't grateful. I just don't have a place to keep it all. So I ended up with a bunch of stuff. And oh my gosh, if you would see, that's why. And then when I got into crafting, of course, it's paying off now because I have a lot of stuff I can use in crafting. But it was like, geez. And I had to buy a record player to play the records because in the future, I'm hoping to sell some of them. And then somebody came in and dropped off 2 huge boxes full of 8-track tapes. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these? I had bought an 8-track tape player off of eBay, but it was junky. And I had to send it back. Because I don't want to sell something, try to even put something for sale unless I know it's okay. Because sometimes cassettes and 8-tracks will drag. And sometimes you get CDs that got scratches on them and they'll skip and things like that. Like, I listen to everything and check everything before I resell. And I have a metal tape. It was like a heavy rock, Twisted Sister and all that. I was listening to it yesterday and it was awful. So that's definitely going in the garbage. Hey, CDC. Yeah, I'm going to I dump them if I hear them scratched or anything. I had to throw away a CD already and some cassette tapes. The 8-tracks I couldn't check, but I had a local friend. I just sold them both to him. I said, just take the boxes. He made me an offer. I said, because I can't guarantee they'll work. So he goes, it's a lot. I mean, it was heavy. And he gave me like a couple dollars. I said, just take them because I can't have something I can't check. So that's what I've been doing. But I need to get rid of more stuff. I have too much stuff. Yeah, he got over it. It took him a good week. He does still have a heavy chest a little bit though. Like, he worked through it. He took one day off for rest. But he said his chest. He says, my chest is like so heavy. And I just want to cut my nose off because he sounded real congested. He said Mucinex didn't help, but he did a liquid Tylenol. There's like a daytime and a nighttime liquid Tylenol you can get. And he did that and he got over. That helped him faster. Alrighty, Ma. Well, thanks for coming. You have sweet dreams. So here is the watermelon. I don't know if that's going to dry. That is so weird. I've never seen Elmer's. I don't usually use the glue sticks, but I can't believe it turned that yellow note card pink. I was hoping it would dry clear, but I don't know if it's going to or not. So we have watermelon for yellow. Yeah, I mean, watermelon for yellow. Oh my gosh, Tammy. Watermelon for W. And let's see. I don't think I have anything to stick to decorate it. Just these little flowers. This I think is something later before I put them in my glue book. Okay. So that will be W. We'll set that aside. So now we have Serenity was S. Turtles were T. Vacation is V. W's watermelon. And then X, I'm going to do xylophone. So let me pull out if I have anything like xylophone. Let me see here. I have an xylophone here and one here. And we're almost done with the alphabet. I'm so excited. So tonight we did Ladybug for L, T for turtle, unicorn for U, watermelon for W, and we have 2 left, X and Y. So we're going to do xylophone and then yarn. Can't believe we're almost done. I'm excited. So let's do xylophone on this one. So let me pick a pretty color. What can we pick? We'll do green. Let's see. So we have X, Y, L, U, P, H, O, N, E. Of course, I'd have to squeeze it together at the end. Myself enough room. Do little circles. I'm loving these Temu markers. They're so awesome. They really, really are. Okay. And then these, let's see here. Maybe like right there. Put this down first. Put this up here. That turned out pretty. Have you been causing trouble, CDC? Or have you been a good boy? You out wreaking havoc on YouTube? Oops. And I dropped my card, of course. Okay. Where that came from. That turned out pretty cool. Let's see. There's my black marker. Let's do this. Make this darker. So there's xylophone. So X is done. And then last we have is Y. And that will be yarn. Let me see what we have for yarn. That. So, okay. It might be all I have. This away. Alrighty then. Here. So we have, sure you are always an angel. Please. Who you think you're talking to, mister? Let's see here. I was in chat last night for the first time in ages. I went to Pal Talk last night, CDC. It was hysterical too. One of my buddies I've known for over 10 years in chat was there. It's like, oh my gosh, where the hell have you been? I said, YouTube. Okay. So there's a basket. This is cute. I like this little heart. This design. And that little smiley. Like a little smiley button. These. I finished my book on Patsy Cline. And it was a good book. It was a good read. Oof. Definitely a good story. She helped a lot of people. Thank you, Metro. And hello there. I'm gonna stand up for a second. Thank you so much, Tiff, for putting the links in the stream. That is so appreciated. Give me a second. I gotta stretch my arthritic knees. I'm getting old. Oh, my knees get to hurting after a while. Put this under here. See here. Got a marker. I'm going to do this in cursive. My yarn. Seems so weird that they quit teaching people cursive writing. I love writing in cursive. Okay. Stretch. I think on this one, let's see what I have up here. I'm going to add some washi tape to this one. Solid color. Let's try that one. See how that looks. Okay. Oh, all right. Try this. Start. There's a seller on Etsy. When I first started buying washi tape, called Washi Love Story. Oh my gosh, they make the beautifulest washi tape. Put this up here. Oh, that is so sweet, Metro. She likes making jewelry, huh? That's cute. There's a few people on YouTube that's into making jewelry. I know there's quite a few bead makers too. Oh, there was another crafter that used to be into journaling. It turned out to be a jewelry maker too, but I can't remember who it was. I guess she did real good on Etsy. Do this across the bottom too. This is actually not a bad looking washi. But anyway, that Washi Love Story is also on Instagram. And I found them later after purchasing off their Etsy. And oh my goodness, it was so cool to see what they were going to come up with next. You can find some really cool washi tape for sure. Can we go across the top? All I'm doing is just adding cover up the word yarn. Hold on, I gotta hold it to myself, sorry. So I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Old eyes, people, old eyes. Okay, let's get me there. Can't get this on the top right. But I'm a trying. Doesn't wanna. Ugh. Come on, get this on here. There we go. It's like me and this thing wants to fight. Wants to fight me. Okay. Well, thank you, Metro. Here's a hug for you and your girlfriend. I think you're both sweet. Aw. Is she ever going to do a channel? Or is she just shy? She just do stuff on the side? Because that's a good way to promote. Is if you have a channel to, tell people where you sell your stuff at. She could use YouTube as her free tool. Let's see here, let me cut this down some. I don't know, CDC. It's been pretty quiet since I fleshed out a lot of the drama people. It's actually been peaceful for a change. Oh, it still goes on though. It's always drama somewhere on YouTube. You know how the YouTube streets are. You'll never totally get away from it. They even have drama channels for a reason. It's kind of cool like that. Let me get this though. I kind of stay in my own lane, CDC. But it is funny how many people that remember I used to tell you about the drama that happened, how many of them have switched friends and they hang out with all different people. It's just interesting. It's like some friends in the crafting community just don't stay friends very long, which is sad. I feel like we have a lot of Mrs. Olsons. You just got to be careful you don't get connected with one. It's really strange too, because for the most part, I think we're out in pretty quiet channels, but sometimes, you're in them channels or them trolls, they just can't help themselves. I haven't seen a troll like roll bad in a stream for a long time. Till I went to a friend of mine's live the other night and I was like, holy crap. There was so many trolls, it was ridiculous. Lot of ignores. I think we do pretty good here, though. I don't think I get that many trolls. I think I do pretty good. Every once in a while, you might have a flare up, but nothing we can't handle. Sometimes trolls hang on to specific people just to drive them nuts. I don't really pay attention to them. But then you got to realize I came from Yahoo. we had booters, not trolls. Could you imagine, for people who have never been in chat and you have no experience, trolls ain't got nothing on booters. And you're sitting and you're trying to have a really nice stream, and then all of a sudden you're disconnected or you're pulled into another chat room and says you're not in Kansas anymore. Booters were horrible back in chat days. They were terrible. You couldn't even stay online, and that would be horrible trying to do a YouTube live and not being able to stay connected. It's bad enough we got to deal with our Wi-Fi going out or our programs acting up. But I remember back in the day, booters were horrible people. Be like all of us in here talking CDC and the whole chat screen disappears. Next thing you know, you're disconnected. Oh, they were terrible. So that's what I said, you know, having chat experience and then coming to YouTube, a lot of things roll off me. I could care less. But not having chat experience and then listening to people who were new on YouTube, I really feel for them. Because the more you announce your trolls, the more they come back. And booters were the same way. The more you talked about them, the more you had them to deal with. And that's why you don't give them fame. And I know a guy, I felt so bad for him because he got swatted so many times. He knew the whole police department by the time people were done with him. They swatted him every single time he would go live. And it was really sad because I kept telling him, please, in private, I would say, please stop talking about it. You're giving them fame. Because he left whenever he got swatted during his live streams, he would post them. To me, I would delete them because you're giving them fame, and the more fame you give them, the more they're going to come back and pester you. And it's not that you're hiding; you just got to be above them. And if you and you know, you can talk about being swatted, but just don't give them the recognition of a video, because most of the time that's what they're looking for. They want you to post it so that they can share it and say, look what I did. And when I was swatted, that didn't happen. But you know what the asshole did do? He contacted me through Facebook because I didn't give them the recognition. It's called reverse psychology. And yeah, they messaged me. They were upset because they didn't get the fame from me. And I'm like, no, I deleted that live because you're not getting that fame from me. I'm not giving it to you because I control my channel. You don't. And that's what they don't like. So like I said, the guy that they kept swatting, he kept replaying it over and over again to where they could share it with their friends and brag it out. And if you don't give them that recognition, they go away. Mine went away. But the only reason why they swatted me is because they are homophobic and they didn't like a person on here that was gay. So they went down their friends list and they swatted people who they were friends with, or if they saw you in a live stream, they would do it because they're just assholes. They have nothing better to do. But I know this, you know, because booters used to eat up my chat room. You would get people threatened to break your neck and everything else. It's like, bring it. You don't know my address. I wouldn't give out my address in chat. But you just got to be careful about certain people on here because they thrive on it. And here not too long ago, it was really sad because you don't know who's on the other end of the computer. You don't. And like me and you were talking, you were saying something about taking YouTube serious. Sometimes you have to, depending on the situation. And this situation was pretty serious because This guy was on a panel. He became really good friends with a bunch of YouTubers. And I mean, I'm talking like every day they would go live, they would go on panels together, and people would have their kids say hi in the background and different things like that, and found out he was a sex offender. And we're not talking teenage sex offender, we're talking child molester. And when they found out, it was years. We're talking like years of friendship. They had no clue. So sometimes, yeah, you got to pay attention because you don't know who you're talking to. And I felt really sad for them. I mean, like, my kids are grown. I don't have that, but God only knows what they were thinking after that happened. And they're bragging up their kids and being best friends with this guy and talking about having meetups on YouTube and shit. You got to be careful who you're talking to. And it took a while for it to come out, but when it did, holy shit, did it hit the fan. And I know this from chat. You know, you got to be careful. That's why I didn't meet anybody from chat until I knew them 4 to 6 years. And I mean pretty good. Because you don't know. And I have not just been disappointed in any people that I have met from YouTube, from the web, because they were who they said they were and more. But you have those ones you just don't know for sure. So you got to be careful. And when it came out, it was hard on these people because they didn't have a clue. Because he lied about his name. He never told who he really was. And I don't know how they found out. I don't know how the truth will always come out. That's all I have to say. It will come out eventually. Sometimes it takes time. But I know a lot of them are heartbroken. So you got to be careful. That's my only news on the YouTube streets. Be careful who you talk to. Because you never know. Yep, exactly, Metro. Exactly. Now, I know that the night that it happened to me, I told my mods not to block the people. And sometimes people get a trigger finger on here and it happens. But I'm glad they did it, Metro, because the person was insulting. And my mods were like, should we block this? I'm like, no. I had 2 mods in that night. I'm like, don't. And I'm glad I didn't, because when the police came in, they looked at everything they said. And because they weren't blocked, they were able to read it and get their IDs and stuff. But if it would have been somebody else in that night, they probably would have blocked them. But I'm glad they didn't, because then it had been wiped away. So you got to be careful too on blocking people too fast, depending on what they're talking about. You know, the person that came in my stream was like, what are you doing on here? You're so old, or fat shaming. And I don't pay attention to people like that because they're asshole. I'm used to them kind of comments because of chat. People always were stupid. But then it turned into the word SWAT came up, and I was like, do not block these people. But see, the white pages at the time, how I knew they white paged me was because I was in my real name. First of all, my channel was under my real first name and last name, because it was messed up in the white pages. My address was in a different lane down the road. It was messed up because I had to write in and I had to tell them. But I'm just saying, my bookstore is in my house, Metro, so my stuff is there. My information's there regardless if I use my name or not. But when they white paged me, the wrong address came up. And I didn't know what the person was going to do. This is how I roll. I didn't know what they were going to do. And all I kept thinking was, if they send it to that person's house because it's a neighbor down the road whose addresses they had us mixed up with, what are these people going to think if a SWAT team shows up at their house? And I didn't want them to suffer. So I came out and said, what did you do? White page me because you got the wrong address when they typed it in the stream. And I said, this is the correct address. Well, somebody that was in my stream said I brought it on myself because I gave the right address. No, I did not. I did not want the neighbors to get it. I would rather take the brunt of whatever these people were up to than to send them to the neighbors, because we're talking like 12 o'clock at night. I didn't want my neighbors having the shit scared out of them. So that's why I put the correct address. And I said it in the live. You had to white page because that was the only place that mistake laid, because I had to write into the white page to have it corrected. Whenever they did, after September 11th happened and Homeland Security came in, whenever they did all that, lockdown with the addresses and changes, because they changed like a bunch of lanes here and different things, we had an ambulance show up. And I'll tell you the history. There were so many addresses that were routes. This is what happened in the area where I live, because, we're country bumpkins here in West Virginia. They had a lot of routes, like Route 67, Route 66. An ambulance went to the wrong address because there's too many laying in different places. So what happened was they started making street names for those routes. So a bunch of addresses where I live changed, not only for security purposes, but to make sure that people knew where to go in emergency situations. Well, when that happened, the white pages had screwed up. Not only there, anything to do with the white pages, it screwed up our entire address, because you know how, like, on your I don't know if this ever has happened to you guys or not, but you know how, like, you sign up for our car, where we pay our car insurance. One of their thank yous is to give address labels for Christmas. They'll send us like a whole bunch of Christmas address labels. They had the wrong address. We were getting our bill from our insurance company to the right address, but the mainframe was using the white pages. They had the wrong address, which was the same address down the road. So I called in our company and they said, it's right here, but it's not right in the mainframe. So I told them, well, stop sending address labels because you're sending them with the neighbor's address. And I can't tell you how many times it was messed up in different, things we would get, like spam mail or whatever, your junk mail, because even the neighbor down the road would put, these people do not live here. You will have the wrong addresses. They had our address swapped in the white pages. So I told him, what do I do to fix this? So I wrote into the white page and said, listen, you've got the wrong address for my house. So I had to, technically get a hold of them and tell them to change it. Well, when the SWAT happened in that live that night, it hadn't been changed yet. And that's how I knew what they did, because it's the only place that's wrong. So, it doesn't take a genius to figure out. It just takes common sense to figure out what people are doing. But that's what they did. And they had seen me in somebody's live stream that they troll and swatted. So they used me to get back at that person, which is, to me, childish. But that's how it happened. And the person that was spreading the lies about me in my stream that night, saying that I brought it on myself. Why? Because I gave my real address to protect my neighbors. Anyways, the SWATter called 911, which you shouldn't abuse 911, period. Told them that my husband killed me and was planting bombs around the house. He wasn't even home from work yet. So when the SWAT team showed up, I can say this, they were good. We didn't see him coming from anywhere. I mean, they were that good. He pulled in, and all he saw was a guy with a mask on behind him, and they were all in black, of course. And So somebody said it was probably a police. No, it had SWAT across the vest. We know it was a SWAT team. I was there. I answered the door. So they came in and they said, "Are you on Twitch or something?" I said, "No, I'm on YouTube. And you can see everything in my chat room," because I told them not to put the people on the door because I had a feeling that something was going to happen. So I went with my hunch and I rolled with it. Well, one of the mods is also part of the crafting community, and she was the little ignorant bitch that went around telling everybody I brought it on myself because I gave out my real address. No, I did not. I did it to protect my neighbors. There's a big difference. So when they came here, I told them what happened. And I said, and I knew they white paged me because our address is wrong in the white pages. But people spread lies. No matter what you're going to do on here, they're going to spread lies about you regardless. It doesn't matter. But I'm glad that they showed up at my house and not my neighbors, because you know how embarrassing that would be? Not only horrible to them, but embarrassing that it was my channel that brought them to their house. So that's why I didn't let them go through with it, because they typed out their address in the room, in the live stream. They put their address in. And as soon as I saw it, Metro, I thought, I'm not letting this happen. And that's when I came out and said, you white paged me and you got the wrong address because that's my neighbor. And they called me a liar. I said, no, I'm not lying. This is my real address because my bookstore is in my house. Go Google it if you don't believe me. And that's how I protected my neighbors. So whatever. If that's bringing it on myself, then so be it. But I wasn't going to have it happen to somebody else. And then after that, I deleted the live. After the police got the information, I took it away. I could have put it on private, but I didn't. I deleted the whole thing. And the next day, I told my husband, they'll get a hold of me because I didn't post it. I know reverse psychology. I've messed with a lot of idiots on here since 2001. And they instant messaged me through Facebook and say, so how did filling out your police forums go? And they spelled forms wrong. Instead of FORMS, they spelled it like a forum. FORUM. And I'm like, oh, really? So you sat and you listened to it. Well, what the dweeb didn't know was he had his girlfriend, his profile had a picture of a bunch of like 20-some-year-olds, teens. They were young, like a younger group. He had who his girlfriend was. And I went into both profiles to check them out. And so I know who they are. And another YouTuber told me, because they were getting swatted so bad that they had a feeling they knew who were doing it. And once I shared that information with that other YouTuber, he knew who they were. And he's the one that told me the reason why they swatted you is because they've been harassing friends of this other person. And yeah, so that's how we found out who it was. What the police did about it, I don't have a clue. I don't know if they even caught him. I didn't hear anything after that. But I would hope that they would have a way of tracing 911. I don't know. Don't know. They have all this protection out now to block things. I don't know if they caught him or not. But yeah, that's how it all happened. And then after that, I never heard from him again after the cops were involved, because they came in and they made me shut the live down, and you could hear the police talking, saying, could you play? And then they asked me to stay off the web. I'm like, no, because I have a sale tomorrow. I'm not staying off the web because of some idiots. I'm not running. And then after that, I never heard from him again. So I don't know if they got in trouble or not. I don't know what happened. But that's the truth of the story, regardless of what the rumors were. Here is Y for yarn. I think this is probably one of my favorites. Isn't that cute? That little basket with that sock. But I was like that with booters on YouTube too. I mean, I would rather take my chat room getting hit than somebody else being disturbed. You know, I don't know. I protect people. I can't help it. It's my nature. I don't like seeing people go through bad stuff online. So, It is what it is. I protect my friends as much as I can, you know. But my neighbors, I don't know them very well. That's, you know, the other address. But I have had mail come here and dropped it off. They were never home. But at least I know I protected them. So, it is what it is. Okay, so we have all the ones we did tonight. How cute is that? We have the L. The U. The W. The X and the Y. That was all we did, right? No. Turtle. I forgot our sparkly turtles. That really turned out sparkly. So, look at that. We got some shiny turtles, people. So there's the turtles. They feel pretty dry. I know that they're going to end up probably getting sparklies on the pages in front of it in the book. Because I had way too much. But that was still fun. Something different. Made it sparkly. But I don't have nothing on the page, so if it rubs off, it's okay. Okay, these feel dry. This didn't dry clear. It left that pink. Oh, well. That's weird that did that. I can't believe that glue stick changed the color of that picture. Look at that. I thought glue sticks were supposed to dry clear. Look what it did to a yellow note card. Definitely don't want to use glue sticks on those anymore. That's too funny. Okay, so let's go in here. Ladybug. We'll go on this page. That is so wild that turned that color like that. That's just wild. So we'll put Ladybug right there. Come on. This glue bottle is so hard to squeeze. I miss my glue bottle that's upstairs. I need to make another one. My other one up and bring it down here. The Sugar Bell bottles are nice. So we'll put this on this page. So there's L. N. N. O. P. Q. R. S. We'll put T over here for turtle. I'll put that there. And they'll be done in my glue book tonight. I love this glue book. Yeah, that glitter's going to be everywhere. It's all right. Can't have crafting unless you have a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna have shiny fingers. Put this in here. Okay. T. And then you could go on. We'll put it on the yellow page. Unicorn. Put it up there. My alphabet will be finished. So excited. Only took me 2 years to do this because I kept putting it off. B. See what W looks better on. I guess since it's got all that pink, we'll put it here on this white page. Put it down here. Thank you, Metro. So we have W. There's X. Let me see where Z is. The Z is back here. So we got plenty of pages to choose from. So we'll skip through here. We'll do it on this page instead. Put it right there. Just to move it around. And then Z for zebra. So we'll do Y right there. I like that. You're my puppy. She's upstairs woofing because her daddy's home from work. She's like, woof. She's such a spoiled puppy. She's so stinking cute. All I know is I'm going to dread the day when the Lord takes her home because I will miss her terribly. She's my baby. She's so sweet. All you have to do is say you're cold and she'll snuggle up to your back to keep you warm. Oh my gosh, she's an awesome dog. I just love her to pieces. You should see the looks my daughters give my husband. He says she's the best daughter he's ever had. My daughters look at him like, really, Dad? But she is. She's a good puppy. Even when she's a naughty puppy, she's a good puppy. So my alphabet is complete. Oh my goodness. It's finally done. It took me forever. I like this one though. I really like that. These were so much fun. The only thing I want to add to this one is I need to find a pirate flag, like with the skeletons right here. I couldn't find one to add to the pirate. I just found the ships and then the bird, the talking bird. Yeah, I need to work some more on my glue book. I love this glue book. I've had so much fun. I've been posting in this since, oh, when did I start? 2020 is when I started posting into this. So this has been a long way too. But yes, that was fun. Gave me something different to add in. But most of the stuff in here is junk mail. Like magazines. And this here was a cupcake holder. But a lot of this stuff I cut out of magazines and different things. Some laces. It's a mixture of a lot of stuff. There's a napkins. This was fun. I got this out of a used book, Footprints in the Sand. This came in a used book as a bookmarker, and I glued that in. That's one thing I love, too, about having a used bookstore, is you get a lot of cool things that come out of the books, like bookmarks and stuff. But, yeah, this was a lot of fun. I got some stickers upstairs I need to add to. I think I'm going to add that to the Sunny Fun Time book. I don't know. Because people send stickers on stuff they mail me on my packages. But yeah, this is coming along good. And this was wrapping paper from the Dollar Tree. And then I made this. I bought a hook and made the little dangle that goes on it. With charms. It's got a Pegasus on it. Where's Peg? Here's a Pegasus. Little Pegasus charm. But yeah, this turned out really cute. I used a bulb pen and put a hole in it and then attached it with a claw. So there, that's my glue book. This was fun tonight, working in the glue book. So anyways, I'm going to head off. And I hope you guys enjoyed all of this. You'll have to send me pictures, Metro, of some of the jewelry that your girlfriend makes. I would love to see what she creates. I love seeing what people do craft-wise. But thank you so much. And I want to thank everybody that came in here tonight to visit. I do go live on my second channel on Friday nights. If anybody's interested to come in, me and Sandy are doing mixed media together. Sometimes Tina joins us on the panel. Because I need to get busy on that channel and get to growing it. It's growing very slowly. I can't wait to get to 1K on that channel, though. I'll be celebrating. No, what? What you telling me no? Sweet dreams, Metro. I missed him. Darn it. Yes, I gotta go. I'm hungry. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I got sausages up there. Sausage links. I'm gonna have me some sausage links and eggs. Sounds good. Having breakfast for dinner. My whole schedule's messed up on eating here. I have to go. I got stuff I gotta do, mister. But I have to. You should have come in early. Come visit me Friday too if you can, if you get a chance to. You have to come visit us on my other channel. You're so rotten, CDC. Behave yourself. And heck, you can talk to me anytime through Facebook. I'm always on Facebook. I always have my phone near me because you never know when family is going to contact you for emergencies. So everything's all hooked up and ready to go. But anyways, I am going to go because I'm hungry. You're going to hear my stomach growl here pretty soon. Behave yourselves. And whatever time zone you're in, have a great one. And I'll see you soon. Bye.